By the end of this video, you will learn how to confidently take dinks out of the air at the kitchen line, one of the trickiest but most rewarding skills in pickleball. You'll understand exactly why this shot often pops up and gets punished, and how one simple adjustment can give you total control. If you've ever lost confidence after getting slammed for trying to volley a dink, this will completely change the way you play at the kitchen. Let's start with the feeling we've all had. You're at the kitchen line, holding your ground like everyone says you should. The ball floats over the net, and you think, perfect, I'll just take this out of the air. You reach forward, make contact, and pop it straight up. A second later, your opponent smashes it at your feet. You try again next rally, same result. Before long, you stop trusting that shot altogether. You back up from the line, start taking every ball off the bounce, and suddenly you're giving away the most important real estate on the court. I've been there. We all have. That moment when confidence turns into hesitation, it's frustrating because you know taking balls out of the air is valuable. It keeps you on offense, shortens rallies, and puts pressure on your opponents. But the fear of popping it up holds you back. The good news is, the problem isn't your reflexes or your paddle. It's simply the way most of us move when we try to take that shot. Here's what typically goes wrong. When that ball's coming toward us, we reach forward at the last second, extending the paddle away from our body as we make contact. On paper, it sounds fine, but in reality, that motion adds too much forward energy. The paddle is moving into the ball, creating extra momentum, and that's what makes the ball pop up instead of staying soft and controlled. Why do we do this? Because we misread the shot. We're expecting the ball to bounce, so mentally, we prepare for a dink. Then, at the last second, we realize, oh wait, I can reach that one out of the air, and we lunge forward. That rushed movement causes the extension, and that's where the problem starts. The solution isn't to stop taking dinks out of the air, it's to change when and how you reach. Here's the secret that makes this shot dramatically easier. Instead of reaching as you hit, reach before the ball arrives, and then hold still. That's it. Get your paddle fully extended and settled in position before impact. When your paddle is still and waiting, your control skyrockets. The ball meets a stable surface, and you can soften the shot effortlessly. The moment you add motion away from your body, though, you lose that control. So here's what to practice. Stand at the kitchen line, body upright, arm extended straight out in front, not locked, not leaning, just a solid reach. Keep the paddle in line with your forearm, so there's one smooth line from shoulder to paddle edge. Then, instead of moving through the shot, hold that position steady and let the ball come to you. Your only goal is to have the paddle completely still when the ball makes contact. This small change alone prevents those frustrating pop-ups. You're no longer pushing the ball forward, you're meeting it softly and redirecting it with control. To ingrain this habit, try a simple two-person drill. One player stands just behind the kitchen line, dinking normally and letting the ball bounce. The other stands right at the line with their paddle fully extended, taking every ball out of the air using only the backhand side. Keep the paddle still, meet the ball, and focus on absorbing pace rather than adding it. After a few minutes, switch to the forehand side and repeat the same thing. Then, take it up a level. Start with your paddle in the middle and decide last second whether to open to the forehand or backhand, depending on where the ball comes. The goal isn't to win the rally, it's to train your body to stop reaching through the shot. You're teaching your brain a new endpoint, a clear limit to how far you'll extend. When you do this drill correctly, you'll notice two possible outcomes. Either the ball reaches your paddle and you take it out of the air, or it lands just short and you let it bounce. Both results are fine because your decision-making is clear. The key is that you're not chasing the ball any farther than that full extension point. That clarity removes hesitation and gives you consistent control. So, how do you translate this new skill into live play? After all, you can't stand frozen at full extension the whole time. Not when drives, dinks, and speed-ups are flying at you. You need a balance between readiness and control. Here's how to do it. The first option is reactive. Drink normally and wait for your opponent to hit a softball. The moment you recognize that gentle contact off their paddle, extend into your ready position, and prepare to take the next one out of the air. You'll have just enough time because soft shots travel slowly. The second option is proactive. If you hit a dink that puts your opponent off balance, maybe they're stretching, leaning, or taking it late, go ahead and set up early. Extend your paddle before they even make contact. That way, when their weaker shot floats back, you're already waiting in perfect position to volley it. Both strategies rely on quick recognition and confidence. You're not reacting out of panic, you're anticipating opportunities. Over time, your brain starts to default to out of the air as your first option, not your second. The next time you're drilling or playing, keep this in mind. Pickleball is a game of small margins. The difference between a pop-up and a perfect dink out of the air often comes down to just one subtle motion, a few inches of paddle travel. If you can discipline yourself to stop that forward push and instead let the ball come to you, everything changes. So get out there and practice it. Work the backhand, the forehand, and the center position until it feels natural. And remember, still paddle, soft hands, strong position. Because once you can confidently take dinks out of the air, you're no longer just reacting, you're dictating, and that's the secret to dominating the kitchen line.